this octopus once.
Go back to sleep.
Every morning when the clock went off like that, he'd kind of slither across the floor, corner of the bed, wrap himself all around me.
What are you talking about?
Got so bad I had to make him into sushi.
Oh.
Well. I mean, I gotta say that I consider this as sort of a privilege. Didn't expect to be here, unexpected pleasure and all that sort of thing.
I called you the minute I got back.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
New York.
Oh, well, next time you decide to get walkabout like that, you will tell me. I don't have to force out looking for you.
Good. It was an impulsive trip.
Not your health.
No, not this time. It's about us.
Us? I mean, as in this us? Us in the bed, us?
Hello?
Hello, Cheryl. It's Sean. I hope it didn't wake you up.
No, the local sushi chef did.
Look, I'm sorry for calling so early, but I've been trying to find Robert. I was wondering if you knew where he might be.
Well, have you tried him at his apartment, the one he shares with that lounge lizard, Sean Donnelly?
Ah, the Australian eunuch. Strikes again.
You calling to give me a dig about your tan?
Not exactly, old buddy. I have to talk to you as soon as possible.
Is that serious?
Yeah, I need some input.
Okay, how's about the office in, say, an hour?
Okay, fine. Look, I've got to do a few things first. I'll see you later.
Listen, before we go any further, you're being honest with me, aren't you? This had nothing to do with your kidneys?
No. Fortunately, it didn't.
Okay. Now, before you show me once again how much you've missed me, why don't we talk about the significance of this little adventure? Us?
It's a long discussion, and we both have difficult days to tackle. Do you mind if I save it for later?
Any excuse to get back. Oh.
Hello?
Good morning, Cheryl. Sorry to bother you, but does Robert happen to be around?
Oh, that's one way of putting it. Hang on.
You need a switchboard here.
Only when you're around.
Yeah.
Robert, sorry to bother you.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to be bothered.
Listen, it may not be too bad because I think we've gotten a break on the butcher business.
What do you got?
Well, there's a guy that runs a newsstand across the street from the motel. Sam was making just some inquiries around the street, and she heard this guy's story. So she asked him to come in and repeat it.
Take it this guy's newsstand gives him an unimpeded view of the motel.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll be down there in 20 minutes. Can Sam bring this guy in?
Yeah, she's going to bring him in, but listen, why don't you have breakfast first?
Already had my breakfast.
Okay, see you in 20.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you were right. I've double-checked all these prints from the motel, and there's nothing here with a cup full of cold water. There's the maid, motel manager, butcher, a couple of birds, and some sweaty palm prints on the doorknob.
Yeah, the murder weapon's been wiped clean.
You know, we may be dealing with a pro, but regardless, these people always slip up. We're just not looking in the right places.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think you'd be real interested in talking to this newspaper guy. He may be just the right place. You want me to bring him in? It's right outside.
Please do.
Commissioner Scorpio, this is Willie.
Hey, Willie, I understand that you've already spoken with Sam.
Sam? Oh, you mean the lady cop?
Yeah, I talked to her. Yeah, well, she seems quite impressed with what she might have to say.
Well, she's a very nice girl. Very pretty, too. You know, when I was a kid, cops were never that nice. Or that
Willie, Sam seems to think that you may know something about who killed this fellow Butcher. Hmm?
I don't know about that. I didn't see nobody kill nobody.
You didn't see nobody.
I didn't say that.
You saw something.
Nope.
No.
Seen somebody.
Somebody? Who?
Well, I can tell you who was in that room besides the fellow that got killed. If that would help. No more than 5 minutes. This guy comes in a suit, a gray suit with dark sunglasses. And he goes right up to the door, knocks, goes in, and about 5 minutes later, he comes out again.
Did you carry a briefcase or something else, maybe?
Not that I remember.
Did you drive it?
Yeah. Dark sedan, American make. Normally, I'd notice the make of the car, but someone was buying a newspaper off me, and I didn't bother to check the make of the car.
That's all right. Did Butcher have any other visitors?
Wee, did he ever. I mean, this one is a real looker. She's got great legs and blonde hair. I couldn't believe it. I mean, this one was no street girl. Classic.
She was in the room.
Well, now, that's the funny part.
Oh? What?
Well, she was in the room for no more than a minute, if that long. I mean, I'm at the newsstand watching when she goes in, and I've hardly gotten around to wondering how lucky this guy could be when she's back out again.
Huh? Where'd she go, Willie?
Well, she's walking fast when she leaves the room. Of course, that's easy for her to do with those long legs. Golly, I'm telling you, a guy could die looking at those legs.
Did she have a car?
Sure did. Got in it fast and zipped right on out of there.
So you didn't have any customers then, did you?
No. Why?
So nothing stopped you from seeing what make of the car she was driving?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't. But there was a reason for that.
Sure there was.
She parked way down the block. The funny thing is, there was all kinds of parking spaces right in front of the motel, but she parked way down from it. Almost like she did it deliberately.
Now, Willie, tell me. After the woman left, were there any other visitors?
Well, a guy drove up, and come to think of it, he parked way down from the entrance, too. And I watched him walk back along the sidewalk, and he goes up to the door of the room and starts knocking, and he knocks maybe 2 or 3 times. And then, all of a sudden, he just sort of looks around and leaves. I mean, wasn't much after that you showed up.
Now, you ever seen this man before?
Sure have. That's the fellow that knocked on the door and left.
And you're sure that that man never went inside?
The next person to enter that room after that leggy blonde was you two guys.
Willie, I want to thank you. You've been very, very helpful.
You're okay, Commissioner.
Thanks a lot, Willie.
Well, Baldwin, you're off the hook. But Lucy Jones, you lied to me.
Now, what about this mystery lady?
Yeah. Who was that leggy blonde?
Now, there's not one set of prints in that room that could either belong to the blonde or the first guy. Now, either they didn't touch anything, or whoever snuffed out Butcher wiped their prints, or...
We just haven't found them yet.
So we send the lab boys back in and we do it all over again. You especially concentrate on that doorknob. Now, I know I'm going to hear a scream from here to Kansas when I make this.
It's all right, it's all right. I'll do it. I'll wear a set of earplugs.
All right, and listen, tell Sam to run another neighborhood check. Ask questions concerning a leggy blonde and a guy in a gray suit, all right?
Righto.
And tell us you done good.
Will do.
Scorpio.
Hi, Robert. It's Bobby. We haven't talked for quite a while, but I was just wondering, do you have any new leads on my fire?
None, love. And I'm convinced at this point that Butcher did it. But now that he's dead, there's not much more information we're going to get from him. So that lets Baldwin off the hook, by the way.
Which was probably our only link between him and your fire. And as far as the fire of the murder was concerned, I think Baldwin's just got himself a nice fat alibi.